It's go time for Kiwi Israel Adesanya as he finally arrives in the UFC. Timing is everything in combat sports, and Israel Adesanya believes he has timed his UFC arrival to perfection. The 28-year-old will become the latest Kiwi to enter the octagon when he squares off against Australian Rob Wilkinson at UFC 221 in Perth on Sunday. Seen as the most exciting prospect in New Zealand mixed martial arts, the UFC has been chasing Adesanya since 2015, but the Nigerian-born striker, who moved to Rotorua when he was 10, was happy to bide his time. Adesanya developed his craft during an extensive kickboxing career full of highlight reel knockouts, including fighting for the Glory middleweight title, as well as finishing his first 11 MMA bouts inside the distance. But having signed a 4-fight contract with the UFC at the end of last year, all roads lead to this moment. I think it was really important for me to get my experience outside the UFC before I jump in the Shark Tank, Adesanya said. Now is the time. I just feel like I've just hit my prime, maybe just on the cusp of it, and it's go time. I took the hard road and I like the challenge as well. I could have just stayed in kickboxing and run up a crazy record, but I want to challenge myself every day and evolve. Adesanya's UFC debut has generated significant buzz in combat sports circles, eager to see if the style eventer can transfer his flamboyant striking skills into the world's leading MMA promotion. Kiwi heavyweight legend Mark Hunt, who features in the co-main event of UFC 221 against Curtis Blaydes, has no doubt. The former K1 champion says Adesanya is world-class and believes he has the perfect training ground at Auckland City Kickboxing Gym. He does stuff that other fighters can't do. I watched his kickboxing and I was like wow, Hunt said. It was just a matter of time before the UFC picked him up. He's an amazing talent and there's a lot of good fighters coming through from this side of the world. Adesanya's stand-up is a lethal mix of speed, precision and elusive footwork, which has its roots in his days in dance. I started dancing for a few years, crump, b-boying, popping. And that dancing parlays into fighting easily because my muscle memory is able to remember sequences. His fighting style has been compared to UFC greats Anderson Silva and Jon Jones. He even helped former American light heavyweight Anthony Johnson prepare for a title fight against Jones in 2015. And while Adesanya has taken inspiration from such big names, he wants to forge his own path. I looked up to Anderson for years and still do. But I'm not him, Adesanya said. I've learned a lot from Jon Jones, Conor McGregor, Muhammad Ali, people from every walk of life. But when you see me in that cage you'll see that I'm a different breed. Adesanya's first taste of the UFC is against submission specialist Wilkinson, 11-1, who is coming off a knockout defeat to Saad Hadozada in his promotional debut. That was Wilkinson's first loss in 11 fights, and as a former Australia Fighting Championship title holder, Adesanya is not taking him lightly. But he has no doubt he belongs on the biggest stage and plans to prove it on Sunday. It's sink or swim, dog eat dog, him or me. But it's not going to be me.